The awakening journey, when Sagittarius crosses the threshold of 40. There are moments in life when we pause, not because the road has ended, but because the soul calls us home. Have you ever felt that way? An ordinary morning, yet something quietly stirs within your heart. A day that seems uneventful, but suddenly, you see yourself standing in a place far away, not outside in the world, but deep within the silent depths of your own being. If you are hearing these words, if you are a Sagittarius who has crossed the threshold of 40, then perhaps you are not here by chance. An awakening journey, meant for a soul like yours, is quietly calling out. A journey unlike any you have ever embarked upon. No longer the well-worn paths you once roamed, no longer the far-off lands you once longed to reach. Today, that journey begins right where you are standing, beginning with the moment you choose to reclaim the everlasting light within yourself. Over the next 30 minutes, we will explore together the miraculous truths that only a heart carrying the spirit of Sagittarius can truly understand. We will speak of why true freedom is no longer about traveling farther, but about diving deeper. Why, at this age, you are not merely seeking the meaning of life, but being prepared for a mission far greater than you ever imagined. And if you feel your heart quietly stirring, if there is a whisper inside you saying, "It is time," then let us begin this journey together. Comment below, "I am ready to awaken to my great destiny," to affirm your choice and to connect with the energy that is guiding you. And if what you are about to hear touches your heart, do not hesitate to like and share this video, so that the light you are reclaiming today may also illuminate the path for another soul who has lost their way. Because, dear one, awakening is never a journey meant for just one person. It is always a sacred invitation for all who are ready. When we are young, especially with the soul of a Sagittarius, the world stretches endlessly before us like an infinite landscape. Every road, every distant horizon, every untold story becomes a reason to set forth. We carry within us a burning desire to explore, to expand, to search for meaning in faraway lands. But then, one day, we realize, it is our own selves that are the most unexplored territory. And that, dear one, often happens when we cross into our 40s. Not every journey begins by packing a bag and setting off. At a certain threshold, Sagittarius comes to realize, the greatest adventure is the journey back to one's own soul. When we are young, it is easy to believe that freedom means being bound to no one and nothing. But as we mature, as the scars of time etch deeper into the map of our hearts, we begin to understand, true freedom is not about how far we can travel, but about having the courage to face and fully embrace ourselves. I believe, from the deepest part of my being, that Sagittarius souls were created to seek the light. But in midlife, that light no longer lies on the horizon ahead. It quietly dwells in every moment you choose to pause, to be still, to listen. When the shape of adventure changes, the lands that need conquering are no longer external, they are internal. They are the fears that have yet to be named. They are the dreams long forgotten. They are the deep longings that have never been spoken because life had been too busy. You may sometimes feel like a wanderer lost on your own path. But dear one, being lost is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of a new stage of growth. You are not without direction. You are simply being invited to journey deeper into the layers of your soul, layers you may have never dared to touch before. And that, truly, is the greatest adventure a Sagittarius can ever experience. If you have ever felt that the things which once ignited your passion now feel distant. If you have ever sat by a window on a quiet afternoon and wondered, where am I really going? If you have ever heard the faintest whisper inside, telling you it is time to change course, then congratulations. You are standing at the threshold of a true awakening. Not everyone is given the privilege to enter this journey. Only those who are brave enough to lay down their old compass can discover that there is an eternal one, resting quietly in their own heart. In astrology, the ruling planet of Sagittarius, Jupiter, is the symbol of expansion, of faith. of ultimate truth, but when stepping into midlife. Under the influence of major cosmic shifts such as the Uranus opposition cycle and the subtle clashes of Neptune, Sagittarius is invited to expand in a different way. No longer in the form of geographic conquests, achievements, or fame, but in the expansion of the heart. The expansion of compassion. The expansion of the capacity to endure ambiguity and uncertainty, to find true peace. We live in a world that constantly urges us to run faster, climb higher, reach further, but sometimes the greatest lessons come from standing still, from gazing deep into the cracks within and realizing the most beautiful light is the light that leaks out from the places where our hearts have once been broken. You do not need to fix everything. You only need to allow yourself to fully show up, with all your flaws, your scars, and even your unfinished dreams. I believe, with all my heart, that in midlife, Sagittarius is no longer just the explorer. They become the silent teacher. Not by delivering grand speeches from prestigious podiums, but by the way they live, the way they love, the way they endure the dark nights of the soul without losing faith. The world needs Sagittarians like that. Those who dare to admit their vulnerability. Those who dare to believe that every loss, every broken dream holds a deeper meaning in the grand symphony of life. Dear one, if these words touch a small corner of your heart, I invite you to share your feelings. Do not hesitate to leave a comment below this video. I am ready for the journey of inner awakening. Because who knows, your small act of sharing might become a torch that lights the way for another soul quietly walking through the night. There is one beautiful truth I want to remind you of before we continue. No journey you have ever taken in your life is meaningless. Not even the times you stumbled. Not even the voyages that seemed aimless. All of it has been quietly weaving together the one of a kind awakening story that belongs to you alone. Do not compare your journey to anyone else's. You were not born to repeat someone else's story. You were born to write the heroic epic that carries your own name. And when you start to see the world not through the eyes of a conqueror, but through the heart of one who truly understands, you will realize the greatest gift you possess is not the successes you achieve, but the light you sow. That light, dear one, is the priceless offering you can give to this world. Get ready, dear one. Because right after this, we will explore the magnificent talents that midlife is quietly awakening within Sagittarius, talents that, perhaps, only a lifetime of experience and soul maturity could prepare you to share with the world. Have you ever wondered why the greatest challenges seem to come when we have already lived through half of life? Why, just when we think we know how to live, how to love, how to dream, life places completely new questions before us. Maybe, dear one, it is because at this age, the universe no longer wants you to live just for yourself. It wants you to become a light for others. When Jupiter, the ruling planet of Sagittarius, begins to move powerfully through your life cycle, it no longer simply urges you to expand your external world. It urges you to expand your soul. It pushes you into challenges that only those who are truly mature, compassionate, and patient can walk through. It compels you to face a truth that is not easy. That the experiences, the stumbles, the abandoned dreams you carry are not just to make you stronger, but to prepare you to light the way for souls who are still groping in the dark. You may ask yourself, who am I to lead others? But dear one, never forget. The greatest guides are never those who claim to be perfect. They are those who have once been lost. They are those who have stumbled. They are those who have collapsed in tears, in loneliness, in quiet despair. And somehow, they chose to rise again, to love life, to continue walking. You do not need to be perfect to become a guide. It is precisely your cracks that allow the light to shine through. You only need to be honest about your journey. You only need to have the courage to tell your story, not boasting, not justifying, not fearing. Because, dear one, somewhere out there, someone is waiting for that story. Someone needs to know they are not alone. Someone needs to believe that their wounds, too, can become doorways into the light. In astrology, during midlife, Sagittarius is impacted by extraordinarily powerful energetic currents. The Uranus opposition cycle compels you to break free from old definitions of success, freedom, and happiness. The Neptune Square Neptune aspect forces you to confront old illusions, urging you to answer the deepest questions with honesty. What do I truly believe in? What am I truly living for? And Jupiter, the great teacher, whispers to you. It is time to share your light with the world. Not through grand speeches. Not through hollow slogans. But through your humble, enduring, and deeply loving presence. I have witnessed countless Sagittarians in midlife, those who once chased after adventure, who once pursued grand dreams, gradually transform into pillars of love within their families, within their communities. They no longer seek glory for themselves. They become silent uplifters of others. They become unofficial teachers. They become the ones who listen to late-night confessions. The ones who open doors of hope with a simple word, a genuine gaze. Perhaps you will never appear on the front page of a newspaper. Perhaps you will never receive thunderous applause. But dear one, trust me, every act of kindness, every spark of hope you ignite in another's heart is recorded by the universe. And one day, you will realize, it is those quiet, unnoticed moments that form the greatest achievement of your life. If you are hearing these words and feel something stirring within your heart, I invite you to write a personal affirmation in the comments below this video. I am ready to become a light for the world. Not to boast. Not to seek pride. But to remind yourself, each day, that you are living for something greater than yourself. I know there will be days when you feel like you are nothing special. Days when you are tired, filled with doubt, tempted to give up. But dear one, remember this, a lantern does not need to shout. It simply needs to stand still. Patient, silent. The light will shine on its own, quietly and surely. Today, more than ever, the world needs people like you. Those who dare to keep the faith amidst doubt. Those who dare to live kindly in a world that sometimes grows cold. Those who dare to plant seeds of hope, even while they themselves are still learning how to heal. It is not the strongest who change the world. It is the most persistent hearts. Dear one, do you know this? Your journey, everything you have walked through, success, failure, joy, heartbreak, has been preparing you for a new role. A bearer of inspiration. A guide for others. You do not need to perform grand deeds in the eyes of the world. You only need to live fully with the light within you. And by doing so, you will become part of the quiet miracle that is silently reshaping the world. Let your light shine. Let your gentleness heal. Let the lessons carved by your own pain become stepping stones for others to walk on. And dear one, when you step into that role, the role the universe has been preparing you for all along, you will discover a beautiful truth. When you help others find their light, your own light will shine even more brightly than ever before. If you feel this calling resonating within your heart, if you know the time has come for you to step forward, please share it. A small message, a short story, even a silent promise whispered to yourself, any one of these could become the first spark of a miracle. And dear one, your journey is far from over. For hidden beneath the challenges, the struggles, and the lessons you are carrying, there lies a magnificent gift. A sacred talent that you were born to awaken. A talent not merely to fulfill your personal dreams, but to serve a far greater destiny. Soon, we will explore that sacred gift together. Your greatest talent, the unique light the world desperately needs, and only you can offer. There comes a moment in every Sagittarius journey, when the long travels have ended, the peaks have been conquered, the burning dreams have softened. That is when the deepest question begins to arise. What is it that I am truly seeking? Dear one, if you are hearing these words, perhaps you too are standing at that threshold. A moment both silent and sacred, where no road outside can satisfy the longing that has awakened within. Sagittarius, the nomadic soul governed by the vastness of Jupiter, may have once believed that peace was found on distant horizons. That freedom was to keep walking, keep exploring. But in midlife, with the maturity of the heart, you come to realize not every step forward brings you closer to peace. Sometimes, the greatest turning point comes when you stop. When you no longer run. When you no longer seek. But choose, instead, to return inward. In astrology, when you go through the Uranus opposition, a profound period of inner turbulence, your soul is shaken awake to ask, am I truly living in alignment with who I am? And when the Neptune Square Neptune phase arrives, old illusions begin to dissolve, leaving behind a hollow space. It is in that space, dear one, that true peace can grow, like a small yet resilient seedling. Peace does not come from achieving every dream. It comes when you understand, even if you do not attain all that you once yearned for, you are still whole. You are still worthy. You are still a sacred part of this vast universe. I once believed that peace was a destination. That if I traveled far enough, worked hard enough, changed drastically enough, I would find it. But dear one, the years have taught me a bittersweet, beautiful truth. Peace does not lie at the end of the road. Peace is how we walk the road itself, with an open heart and hands that have loosened their grip on heavy expectations. Perhaps you are sitting here now, carrying old wounds that have not yet healed. Perhaps you are feeling adrift amidst the relentless motion of the world outside. But dear one, remember, there is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing missing in you. It is precisely those cracks, those pains, that are offering you the opportunity to build a deeper foundation of peace than ever before. Close your eyes for a moment, and ask yourself, what truly brings peace to my heart? Perhaps it is not a new achievement, not a new relationship, not a new journey, but simply the moment you allow yourself to be fully, unapologetically who you are, with no need to prove anything to anyone. If you feel that stirring within, if you are yearning for a deeper homecoming, I invite you to leave a comment. I allow myself to find peace within. Not just as a statement, but as a sacred commitment to yourself. Peace is not the absence of struggle. Peace is the ability to stand firm in the midst of struggle. Peace is not the avoidance of sorrow. Peace is the courage to open your arms wide, to embrace sorrow, and to transform it into strength, into compassion, into a quiet light that illuminates your own path and the paths of others. There is a deep truth that souls like Sagittarius, weathered by life's experiences, come to understand. The world does not need more conquerors. The world needs more lovers. More hearts that have lived enough to know. True strength lies not in conquering, but in healing. In forgiving. In choosing kindness, even when no one is watching. Dear one, your journey, no matter how arduous, no matter how winding, has always held sacred meaning. Do not measure your worth by what you have achieved externally. Look instead to the growth, the tenderness, the mercy you have nurtured within. Those are your greatest victories. And when you find that peace within your own soul, you will become someone the world desperately needs. A person who is not swept away by the storms outside. A person who can quietly stand amidst the chaos, and keep the lantern burning in their heart. Right now, you can choose. You can choose to believe that your journey has value. You can choose to stop chasing the noise outside, and instead listen to the whispering of your own soul. You can choose to build peace, day by day, moment by moment, through small, meaningful acts. A gentle hug, A word of forgiveness. A dream resurrected from the ashes. If these words touch your heart, I invite you to like and share this video, so that your light may reach someone who desperately needs it. A small act of sharing may seem simple, but you never know. It could be the very spark that saves a lost soul out there. Dear one, the journey of returning inward is not a one-time act. It is a sacred invitation that repeats, day after day, hour after hour. And each time you choose to come back to yourself, you plant another seed of hope into the world. And do you know something else? This journey inward is also the journey that awakens the deepest, most hidden talents within you. The gifts you were born to share with the world are waiting for you. Ready to bloom. Ready to become a light that only you can offer. Walk with me, dear one. Because right after this, we will explore how the sacred talents of a Sagittarius in midlife begin to shine brilliantly when they find peace within themselves. Dear one, when peace begins to take root in your heart, when you no longer chase after the noise of the outside world, a quiet miracle also begins to awaken. The sacred talent within you starts to call your name. Perhaps for many years, you believed yourself to be merely a seeker. But the truth is, dear one, from the very moment you were born, you were gifted with something extraordinary. A unique gift, one that no one else possesses. A talent, sometimes hidden behind silent passions, sometimes tucked away beneath fears and doubts, always waiting for the day you would awaken it. And now, in this very moment, after the falls, after the long journeys, after the shifting dreams, that gift is whispering to you. Remember me, awaken me, let me shine. In astrology, as you cross into midlife, the strengths in your personal birth chart, especially those linked to your midheaven, MC, North Node, and Jupiter return, begin to shine more vividly than ever before. You are no longer merely gathering experiences. You are beginning to live in order to give, to create, to serve. For a Sagittarius, talent is never just about skill. It is the way your soul tells its eternal story. Whether through art, healing, teaching, writing, inspiring, or simply through the power to ignite hope in another's heart with a smile or a glance. Everything you offer carries the weight of a soul that has walked through fire and chosen love as its language. Dear one, never underestimate any talent within you, no matter how small it may seem. Because the world is not changed solely by great inventions. The world is healed, day by day, by genuine acts of kindness, by silent creations, by the hearts that tirelessly continue to give their light. Perhaps you have sometimes thought that your talent was not large enough to make a difference. But I want you to remember this. You do not need to change the whole world. You only need to light up the part of the world your heart touches, and allow that light to grow into miracles. And that light, even if small, will ripple outward, will multiply, will connect with other lights until together, we transform the entire sky. If, at this very moment, you feel a tiny flame stirring within you, if you feel something inside urging you to rise, to create, to give, then do not hesitate. Leave a comment under this video. I am ready to awaken my sacred talent. That comment is not just a promise to yourself. It is a declaration to the universe that you are ready to step into the radiant destiny you were born to live. Dear one, believe in your gift. Believe that every sincere step you take on this journey is painting a masterpiece. Sometimes you may not yet see what you are planting. But one day, when you look back, you will realize. Every drop of love you gave, every spark of hope you lit, every word of encouragement you whispered, has blossomed into endless fields of flowers in the heart of the world. And remember, creation is not only writing poems or painting pictures. Creation is how you love, how you forgive, how you choose to believe in goodness, in beauty, in the sacred, even when life shows its darkest face. It is your courage to rise each day, carrying a heart free of bitterness. It is your decision to keep believing in your own worth. It is your quiet choice to live each day as a vessel of creativity and compassion. That is the greatest form of creation. You do not need a stage. You do not need a title. You only need a heart willing to offer good to the world. And when you do that, dear one, you truly become the destined creator that the universe has been waiting for. Perhaps today you plant only a small seed. Perhaps today you offer just a kind word, a gentle gesture. But I promise you, these small things will grow into miracles. Miracles not only for those you touch, but also for yourself, because you are living fully with the light you were given. And if you ever doubt, if you ever wonder whether your talent is enough, whether your light is bright enough, then please remember. Even the smallest candle can drive away the darkness of an entire room. Light never needs permission to exist. It only needs to be lit. Dear one, have faith. Step forward. Let your talent shine, let it bloom, let it be given freely. Not just for yourself, but for all those blessed enough to encounter your presence. And do you know something? Your journey is far from over. Because when you ignite your sacred talents, you will realize the true journey was never just about you. It is the journey of spreading light. The journey of inspiring others. The journey of carrying forward the dreams that others never dared to dream. Let us continue together. Because the most wondrous miracles are still waiting ahead of you. Dear one, if you have walked with me all the way to this moment, perhaps your soul has already felt something very special. A gentle whisper, a quiet reminder, that your journey across countless lands, countless challenges, countless losses, has never truly strayed off course. You have never been lost. You have only been shaped so that the light within you could shine brighter than ever before. In midlife, Sagittarius is no longer the one seeking the light outside. You have become the light. A warm, resilient, humble light, the kind of light that does not need to shout to be seen, but simply needs to exist to heal. Dear one, if there is one thing I hope you carry from our conversation today, it is this. You have always been enough. You have always been loved. And the light within you, even when it flickers, has always been strong enough to illuminate the way for other souls still fumbling through the dark. You do not need to run faster. You do not need to try harder. All you need to do is keep walking with an open heart, a steadfast faith, and a compassion that never runs dry. If what you have heard today touches your heart, I invite you to leave a comment as a sacred affirmation to yourself. I am the light. I am ready to live my mission fully. That comment is not just a string of words. It is the echo of your soul reaching out to the universe. It is the opening of a door, allowing miracles to quietly flow into your life. And if you find meaning in today's message, please like and share this video, so that the light you are reclaiming today can reach other hearts waiting to be lit. Because, dear one, sometimes, just one message, just one small light, can change an entire lifetime. Believe in the path, believe in the light, believe in the miracles quietly sprouting within you. Believe in the miracles that are still quietly budding in the hidden corners of your life. And do you know something? No matter what lies ahead, no matter how the world outside may change, you, with all your experiences, your lessons, your loves, you have always been, and will always be, a beautiful miracle in the eyes of the universe. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for having the courage to keep walking. Thank you for never abandoning the light within you. Until we meet again, in the next adventures, in the next unfolding chapters of your wondrous soul journey. Keep walking, dear one. The universe is walking with you. And the light within you, that sacred flame, will never go out.